Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, welcome to Womanity Africa on TOS TV network, where we discuss women-related issues. On today's episode, we'll be focusing on high inflation of the economy and its impact on women in Nigeria. I am Falsed Balu. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, the annual inflation rate in Nigeria skyrocketed to 20.52% in August 2022 from 19.64% in July 2022. The hike in the prices of foodstuffs and other commodities has put most families in Nigeria under intense pressure. The devaluation of the Nigerian naira has also made things worse for families who can no longer afford 3 meals a day. The effect of inflation is, however, felt mostly by women, as they are the major caretakers of our home.
So many things has gone up in the past 8 years. You understand? The rice, just imagine a local rice at the rate of 32,000. It's not encouraged at all, and people's salary is not increasing. So many things has gone up. Gari, you cannot even afford the gari. Many people cannot afford it. They go for this local cassava that they blend because of the price. Semo, Maggi, so many things has gone up. Like spaghetti, those days we buy spaghetti at rates of 100 naira. Now spaghetti is 450, some places 500 naira, and people are complaining because most of them cannot feed their family again. You understand? Me, why I'm not finding it so difficult is because I sell the foodstuffs. If I should be out of these sales today, I don't think I'll be able to meet up with my family.
Sincerely, when I was coming to the market today, on a normal day, if you come to the market with money, you should be smiling back home, like knowing fully well that you'll be able to purchase a number of things. But currently, as I was coming, I've been thinking in my head, what exactly is the thing I'm going to scrap out of my list so that I'm able to buy some specific things. So now I have to choose if I have to buy fish or I have to buy meat. So I have to make option. I can't buy all of it on my list.
It's true, Nigeria is facing inflation. Things are very expensive. If you buy anything in the morning, you come back in the evening, it's not the same price. And cost of living is going high every day. The present government promised to bring down things, but we are not seeing the effect of it. It is difficult for people now to eat 3 square meals a day. Imagine you go market, you buy meat, a kilo, 2.5. You go back again the next day, it's up to 3,000. It's not easy. The poor is suffering, and the market is not moving because the money is not there. Because when you have money, you will go market and buy things.
You know, during Jonathan, like I do buy rice, foreign rice 6.5. Do you know right now, foreign rice now is 38,000 naira. It's for a rich man, a rich woman. It's not for a poor man to afford. Even Nigerian rice now, presently, is 32,000 naira per bags.
Even take away is 1,500. Come on, take away 1,500. He affect the business well. How much be the money worth again? If you don't sell food 200 naira for them, who go follow you buy the food? Who got money to buy food? No money, nothing now. So we just manage.
In fact, I have to sit my children down to talk to them that the price of things is high. We have to adjust so many things. You have to adjust. Like milk, I normally buy tin milk. Now I buy measurement milk for them because I can't be buying tin. The number one is that the quantity in the tin, what they tell us like 400 grams, but when you check it, the content inside is not up to that gram. You understand me? So what we buy, it cannot cover up. You buy 400 grams for a week, but it cannot serve. So I go for measurement one. Formerly, they don't eat gari. My children don't eat gari, but now they eat. At sometimes I even buy cassava. We introduce them to so many things because of the price. Yes, because of the price.
So like me, I depend on you because I'm a retiree. How much are they paying pension? And it's not coming monthly. So you will see, say at home, You pay NEPA bill, water bill, environmental bill, food, tournament rate, all.
Currently, I usually buy 5 liters of power oil, but I can't buy it again because the price it has tripled. So you have to go into using like small local groundnut oil so that you're there calculating to know, okay, would this be okay? You now ration the type of groundnut oil you use, the quantity you use, and you're like a police person trying to, did you put enough? It's too much, and all of that is really crazy.
It really affects myself because, I was doing okay work where I was selling okay before. You understand? It's because the way things are. That is why I just switched to this one. You understand? At least let me have something to put on the table for my children.
Like the price of things as it's going up, customers no longer come the way they come. They go for some people will come will tell you, let me go to one village, I will buy the local one. If it's something like they can get, like the rice. Some of them don't look for this package one. They go for local one that they will just measure and try to pick the stones. You understand? Beans, they want to go to the bush to buy. You understand? And here the shop rent is very high. So when you buy, you will struggle. And it's market. There are so many competition. So you have to sell to make sure that you're able to cover. And at the end, you will see that the gain you get, you compare with expenses we eat in the market here. The cheapest you can get is 500 naira. The cheapest you can get for food is 500 naira. And you buy food of 500 naira, you eat morning and afternoon before going home. And the cost of transportation is high. You will do all those things and you will still try to raise your shop rent and pay your workers. You see, by the time you see it, there will be no much gain. There will be no much things to hold by. Like before we do business, I will make service. Now you hardly remove service to keep.
Because the price is high, the demand is getting low. You understand? Maybe before I can sell this water up to 50 in a day, just to get gain maybe 50 naira. But now the demand, you can't even sell up to 10, and you are not making money. And the cost of the water, initially before it was 700, they increase it now to 800, and you want to sell it 900 or 950 just to make money. People are not buying.
Now everybody is pushing everything that has to do with buying of things to dollar increase. Yes, we understand the fact that transportation goes up. Everybody tries to talk about the dollar and all that, but if there's anything they can do to actually beat down the prices of things, they should do it.
If the government should improve in our life, that standard of life, and also we should not depend on dollar, because everything now, once they hear say dollar is high, every goods go up, even including transport. Even the one we produce in Nigeria, everything will go up because they hear that dollar is high. The government have to do something on our cost of living, on our currency.
Just like you've heard from the market women, inflation has really affected the cost of living of these women as well as their various businesses. With me in the studio is Ambassador Ojineme Nakeme, Youth Chair League of Women Voters of Nigeria and Continental Vice Chair African Youth Union Commission, who will be speaking to us on the impact of inflation on Nigerian women. You're welcome to the studio, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
So can you define inflation?
Okay. Inflation is the persistent rise in the price of goods and services. Inflation occurs when the volume of purchase is permanently running ahead of production, with too much money running in circulation for a few goods. I'll run through a history of inflation in Nigeria. Inflation figure as at 1982 was just about 7%. It rose to 39% in 1983, and then in 1984 it became 39%. And it became worse in 1986 when the second tier foreign exchange market was introduced. The causes of inflation is the movement of people from the rural communities to urban community, increase in demand, the low production and insecurity as we have it as at today are major causes of inflation, high cost of production as well, and so many other causes.
So how exactly has inflation affected women in general?
Okay, inflation has affected women negatively. While for others, there's a positive aspect of inflation, which is for those that have funds anyway to be able to purchase their goods in bulk, and then they have this the interest rates they tend to have is high. But negatively, it has affected women psychologically and emotionally in the home front, especially. She has to stay all night to think of how to fend or feed the family. What she has on ground is what she has to actually buy goods to do business for the following day or for the week is what she has used to feed the family. So to even invest in any other services or something, she cannot because of the rate of high price of things in the society.
Let's take a time out to hear the view of economist Aliyu Audu on how inflation has affected women in Nigeria.
What you find out that is that women are they are the front line representing their homes. They go to the market to buy things, goods and services, because they are while their husbands are at work, they go to buy foods and foods so that they can cook for their families. And you also find out that women are also majority of the people that sell these goods and services. So if there's an increment in price of food, most especially, you notice, and there's no corresponding increase in salaries or wages, you notice that when a woman takes 50,000 naira to the market to buy goods and services. Maybe before you could buy, a lot of goods. But now, because of inflation, the price of everything has doubled. If you go to the market now, there's over 20% inflation rate going on right now. That means the prices of goods and services have increased by 20%. So if you are going to the market with 50,000, you now need 70,000 naira to go to the market, or 75,000 naira, meaning you need more money. So now they will be faced with the challenge of buying very few goods, and meaning what they bring back home is not going to be much like before. So women are the ones that will face the challenge, and as such, if you have 5 mouths to feed, that means that 50,000 you're taking to the market is not going to be enough to feed your 5 children. So the value of the money reduces, and what you can buy reduces, and there is a challenge because there's no corresponding increase in salary, and women are the people in the front line. Also, when you go to the market, it's women that are there, selling most of these foods. And if the prices go up, as I said, maybe due to cost of transportation, insecurity, or what have you, they'll also not be able to sell at the amount that they've sold and made profit. They'll have to increase the price. And once there's an increment in price, not a lot of people want to buy it. So they will now have to return these goods either back to their homes and not make a lot of money.
And that's Mr. Audu's opinion on inflation and how it has affected women in Nigeria generally. We still have Mrs. Ikaneme on the show. So to wrap this up, what steps do you think can be taken to curb the high inflation rate?
I think one is government policies on regulation of prices, and then the devaluation of naira as well too. Government should be able to have policy to regulate whether dollar goes up or not. Our prices should be regulated, and then they should that's for effective price control. Then they should also encourage production of local SME, and then bottlenecks of productions too. Government policies, taxes, and all that from peasants farmers and artisans should be removed. Grants, loans, the bottlenecks too should be removed from those facilities, so that it's very easy for women, most especially, who are majority of these traders, to be able to access these funds, the grants and the loans. That's very key.
Thank you for joining us on the show today. We hope to have you some other time, ma'am.
Thank you for having me, Falsat.
And this is how we wrap it here. Please don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at TOS TV on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Our website is www.tostvnetwork.com. Till we come your way again next week, I am Falsat Balu.